Alright, let's play some newly buffed Earthen Paladin. Tier and Disciple both got mana discounts, so should be quite a bit better.
Uther versus Valera.
Watch your back.
I will fight with honor.
Got ourselves a rogue. Do I need equality for this matchup? Is it going to be mech rogue? Maybe I keep equality.
The pleasure is mine.
Well met.
Alright, Pyro to go with my equality. Shatter Shambler. I had an idea with a Shatter Shambler rogue, but I would assume my opponent's not playing it. Tier is pretty sick with Stoneheart King. And I already have the other stuff, so we'll just take Tier.
Monsters beneath you. You are a friend to the Earthen.
Don't need to use my dance floor here.
Take two and call me in the morning.
Oh, Disciple. I think I just play this here. Oh wait, I can rush it. So yeah, I do just play it here. But it's just so good to get this in play with Tier next turn. I think even without giving it rush, it would have been correct. And honestly, I think the equality combos are just like pretty good against Sinstone Graveyard Rogue, but apparently they're playing Flesh Behemoth, so I don't really know what that means. I mean, if that pulls like Thaddeus, Thaddeus is nerfed now. But even if they make a big board, I have equality. I will just pass and get another Earthen Golem. Oh, Gear Shift is pretty good in a Flesh Behemoth deck. Because if you draw the Thaddeus, you can just shuffle it back and always have your target.
Symptoms will be severe.
This is a lot of cards to just get hit by the Paladin Classic. Easy. Get rid of Consecration over Pyro because it fits the curve a little better, and Pyro is good with Mackerel. We can do 6 AoE next turn if needed.
Monsters beneath you.
Ow. How rude. Pretty sick. And even if they do some rogue nonsense where they somehow have a twisting nether, although I don't think that's possible. But even if they do that, my 3-2 has a death rattle, which I guess they could have popped here first, so I don't know why I started talking about this. So I guess really this is just Miracle Rogue, right? The Illusionist just always hits Flesh Behemoth, which always hits Thaddeus. Probably. And they may have shuffled Thaddeus with Gear Shift. So I probably should assume there's a Thaddeus. I can play Amethyst to buff my minions. This goes here, and then I guess this would go into... Or no, I would rush. Then this plus this would go into 11. And I would have not even close to lethal. What am I talking about? So it's probably just going to be Amethyst for card draw, but let's see if this actually pulls something. It didn't pull something. Oh, that seems like a deck building oversight. I've got 27 damage here with Amethyst, so Amethyst is probably just drawing cards anyway. If I were better at the video game, I would play Ignis here, but I took too long to play my turn. So I'll just forge this, and then we can Ignis in the future. Somehow this is the first deck in which I've played Ignis, so I'm not super familiar with its possibilities. The 5-mana weapon does 3 damage, and I think it can get Wind Fury, but it might be hard to have the extra damage needed for lethal beyond that. But it looks like they just got golemed. Interesting deck from the opponent, I will say.
Uther versus Garrosh. I will show no mercy. I will fight with honor.
Got ourselves a warrior. Probably don't really need pyro equality. We'll just go for earthen stuff. Alright, we got 2 earthen stuffs. We're just having a fun early game here. If I hadn't picked up the second Stoneheart King, maybe I would have saved the coin for turn 6 Amethyst. But if it's Stoneheart into Disciple, that's gotta be good, right? Newly buffed Craftsman Hammer. that just always gets the armor. Although it looks like it's going to be killing minions for a couple turns anyway.
This is not what we stood for.
So if I try to play the Disciple here, it is going to die.
Mother, we seek your counsel.
I will put you in the ground.
That's fine. It probably usually dies when I play it anyway.
Heard our plea.
Do you have
Oh,
this in a bigger size?
that only did 5 damage.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
A bit of a downturn here. Might play a Consecration. I think Ordering the Court's got to be good in this matchup. Maybe I just play it? Tyr is already good, right? Let's just play Tyr next turn. I don't know. Consecration was really good here. Well, I'm happy to just play Tyr.
He has heard our plea.
So many stats.
Amuse me with your tales of victory.
That is scary. Oh, my opponent's dead though if they make that attack. And with double consecration, they're probably just dead anyway. Got a little too eager to play Odin, maybe. Nice.
Uther versus Scarlet.
Let the blight begin.
I will fight with honor.
Up against a Death Knight. I think I can keep Disciple against Death Knight. Tears is pretty good. I really want to hit Stoneheart King for it to be super good, though. Well, I guess even if it just hits Amethyst, it makes, what, a 4/4, a 6/6, and a 4/5? Maybe I just keep this. Dance Floor? Could be an aggressive deck. Okay, cool. We found Order in the Court to draw Amethyst. What if I coin this? I have to get through a 7, a 6, and 2 5s. So I would not have Stoneheart King in time, even if I happen to hit it, which is not necessarily likely. I'm not sure what Rune Forging means.
The citadel stands strong.
Oh, what a good draw. I guess I will coin it.
You are a friend to the Earthen.
Sure. I wonder if it was ever best to just simply coin Amethyst into tiers anyway. Probably not, because hitting another Stoneheart King off tiers is just so good.
The more you struggle, the better.
This could still be a Plague deck. Rune Forging does find the Plague Staff of the Primus pretty often. Could also just be like a Rainbow deck, I don't really know. So I have Amethyst next turn. Actually, if I order in the court, I can find Tier for turn 6. That's probably good.
Let me think.
And then this is probably going to res Tier, so it'll be good to play it. Or good to forge it.
The citadel stands strong.
Mother, we seek your counsel.
I think they kind of have to trade into Amethyst, or Disciple of Amethyst at least. And this rush is way better on 4 minions than it is on 1. Alright, we're plaguing.
Need one.
Tier time. And I think I will rush my dudes here. How do I rush them though? Obviously don't want to put damage on this. There's the death rattle on this, which is nice, but they do have Bonebreaker. And it's also not like that deck really has good AoE. So I think I probably just pop this. Like, they're not going to have Twisting Nether to clear my board and have to play around that death rattle. Their board clears are like 3 damage or something.
The more you struggle, the better.
My grip tightens.
I had lethal with the buff from Amethyst, but that gets rid of it.
Lightboard is killing it!
Oh, you can't leave up the Disciple. That's gotta be illegal. Oh, they countered my order in the court by shuffling, I just realized. Well, I got the important cards anyway, Amethyst and Tier.
This is a place of peace.
Be reborn in my image.
He has heard our plea.
So this Tier's tier is resurrecting 4 from 5 targets. So it's possible that it could just miss Disciple of Amethyst, which would be kind of a bummer. But then I'm getting another Titan. Okay, and they're just dead before then.
the hunt begin. I will fight with honor.
I do like the Disciple in a lot of matchups. Hunter did get nerfed, I guess. I probably just have to keep this card.
I see you've brought guests.
Nothing too suspicious happening with my opponent's Hunter deck. Tears. I guess I'm just going to go for Order in the Court here. It looks like I'm probably going Disciple on 4, Disciple on 5, and then probably just playing Tears on 6. It's only going to res 2 things, but the things it reses are going to be pretty sick.
Caught this one eating
So basically there's no reason to forge this, is what I'm getting at. Take Equality to go with my Pyro. Definitely possible I could play that on one of these upcoming turns instead of Disciple. I guess I probably am going Tear on 6, Amethyst on 7, and then Tears on 8, so maybe I do need to forge it. But that only works because I played the Order in the Court last turn. More Tears.
We seek your counsel.
Am I dead?
Good explorer comes prepared. He has heard our plea.
Not quite, but pretty close.
Guess who?
Unfortunately, I know that I can't draw Mackerel this turn, so definitely in kind of a bad spot. Probably have to Pyro Equality, which really sucks.
This is a place of peace.
Now I just get hero powered.
None can stand against temptation.
Or Agromard.
Uther versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin. I will fight with honor.
Looks like the hunters didn't go extinct. Okay, it's nice to have some healing this game. I just kind of got run over against the last hunter.
The living drop all kinds of
Although I think the last hunter missed their 1-drop, so we're off to a bad start. Well, that's a good card.
Perfect for the festival.
You are a friend to the Earthen.
I need a Pyro or a Consecration to have a chance this game. These 4/1s just push too much damage. Oh wait, I just have this card. This card's sick.
I will put you in the ground.
Not much I can do about Cat Trick. But I shouldn't die here, and then I should be able to Mackie roll up for a bit.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Sharp arrow, sharper aim.
I am struggling here. But it's okay. Next turn, surely I can play Mackie roll. Okay, the Hunter matchup still seems pretty freaking hard.
Uther versus Urel.
The light heals all wounds.
I will fight with honor.
I think I just keep the Stoneheart King.
Want to hear my playlist?
Oh, Mech Paladin. That's probably not good for me. This might be a turn for Mechanome Guide rather than Stoneheart King.
Observe, analyze, engage. Toys are much more fun to bring.
I'm gonna have to find Pyro or Consecration.
Want to hear my playlist?
Unity, precision,
Well, Judge Unworthy works with Equality, but not really against Divine Shields, although they're trading... Okay, that makes sense. Need a Pyro.
the victory is
Okay. We had a good start, but apparently this deck still just cannot beat aggro. I am gonna go to the bathroom and then see if there is a solution. Okay, hear me out. Mad Bomber. So it kills the 4/1s from Hunter. It pops the Divine Shields and Paladin. And it works with Equality. Huh? Mad Bomber Paladin, perhaps? We do want to avoid cheap Paladin minions, but we can play neutrals. I also can play like Cold Feet, slow down the aggro decks. Maybe that would be reasonable. Feast and Famine doesn't come online until turn 4, so probably not great. What if I play like Boogie Down with some neutral 1-drops? Is that real? How many deck slots do I even have? I guess I can cut the Ignis stuff. Because I don't really need help in the late game. I figured I'm already playing one Forge card, so maybe Ignis is cool, but I just don't need it, I think. All this stuff stacks up pretty quick. I can maybe play like a copy of Fizzle for the late game. And then we can consider this card. True Silver Champion could be a card. Am I missing any cards? I think I'm missing Disco Mall, yeah, which I wouldn't want to put in this deck. So is it just True Silver Champion that I would consider? Alright, then we can look at some neutral stuff. Armor vendor would be a candidate. This card just gives taunt, right? I always get confused because they so often have divine shield. But it only directly gives taunt. Could for sure play a Finley. Not too many 1-drops I'd be very excited to boogie down with. If I were going to play boogie down, I think it would be like double armor vendor, double click clocker. But goddamn, the click clocker looks bad, so this is probably not real. Could play projectionist, it could give me more earthen stuff, and I could just play it as a Bloodfin Raptor against aggro, but that doesn't really seem great. What about audio medic? I'd probably need a way to buff it for that to feel reasonable in this deck. Could freeze an enemy minion, and then sometimes silence. I'm not sure what I would need to silence in this meta. Could also just jam Dirty Rat on turn 2 against freaking aggro decks. Or maybe Explosive Sheep. Has a little bit of Pyro synergy, but not really. Has Dance Floor synergy, I guess. I'm kind of liking the Explosive Sheep. And Mad Bomber, of course. I could just put Ignis back in and play Watcher of the Sun. Probably not good, though. I think I might put Fizzle inside ETC. Although, what would I really want to ETC in this deck? Kind of seems like it would just be Fizzle. Alright, I'm not really interested in getting any more expensive than this. Because the problem is dying by the time I get to turn 4. Could play Starfish if I really, really need it. Okay, so this boogie down shit seems dumb. True Silver's probably dumb. All the top end, I think, is pretty non-negotiable. Judge Unworthy is a card that could be cut. Starlight Groove, Service Bell are also cuttable. I think Order in the Court's my best card draw. Probably cut this thing. Play another sheep. We can ditch Armor Vendor. I need to cut one more card. So basically, I'm deciding, do I want to play Cold Feet or do I want to play, like, Service Bell, maybe? Or I could cut a Judge Unworthy. Alright. After all that, I cut part of the Forge package and then just included Explosive Sheep. and Fizzle. Not even sure that Explosive Sheep would have helped against that mech paladin, but it would have been good against at least one of the hunters.
Uther versus Valera.
I make my own luck.
I will fight with honor.
The last rogue I played against was playing Thaddeus and like Sandstone Graveyard, so Pyro quality could be good. I don't think I like keeping them though. I kind of need to do my own thing, otherwise I'm going to need more than one Pyro quality combo. So I've got Order in the Court. It's probably a bit early. Let's just make sure this dance floor is online. I do have coin for the Disciple. Maybe Order in the Court wasn't too early. Try to dig for the other Disciple for turn 5. This kind of makes me not want to play Order in the Court at all, though, because I want to find something to go with my equality. So I'm just going to play a 3-mana 3/3.
And bolt over there.
Reporting for duty.
Extremely inefficient use of my resources here, but I don't really have much of a choice.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Pretty good, Judge Unworthy. I think I'm going to coin out this Flash of Light as well. I'll be able to rush Disciple next turn, but it is only a 4/5.
Try to hit me now.
Mother, we seek your counsel.
Well, it's only a 4/5, but that's all the opponent can attack me with, is that 2/4. This can shoot some missiles, which are kind of annoying to deal with. But if they're just clearing board, maybe it's not a big deal. Oh, I'm dead to this. Man. These aggro decks have been a struggle. Should have kept Pyro quality on the mulligan, I guess.
Versus, Gera!
Alright, warrior should be a good matchup.
Victory or death! I will fight with honor.
Let's just toss everything against warrior. Try to find the earthen stuff. Hopefully this can draw into one of my earthen generators.
Relax. Let's warm you up.
8 cards in hand, so this is fine regardless of what it draws. We can order in the court.
You are a friend to the Earthen.
Well, at least I didn't get black rock and rolled this turn, right? They could play Trial by Fire, though. That card got buffed to 6, and then it could have been discounted to 5, but...
Do you have this in a bigger
Okay,
size?
we're just doing this.
I do so. I seem to have lost the surface.
So far, this is looking like a nerf. They could add a 3-4 instead of a 2-2. Okay, they did make use of the little bit of mana. So this gives Amethyst. I think I'm just gonna play another one of these because I want to have Disciple for next turn. And we can sheep just for fun. So I can play Disciple into Amethyst, and then that's Tears for Amethyst plus the 3 Earthen cards. And then we can tier after that, so tier doesn't get rezzed by Tears. Honestly, though, I'm not sure that the Amethyst is going to be that good next turn.
He has heard our plea.
Surely I just play another one of these, right? I don't love taking 10 damage here. Maybe I just play tier. Actually, I guess I can play a Flash of Light with Disciple. That's probably fine.
Mother, we seek your counsel.
Just hoping I don't get Odin'd, but seems like a very high chance that I will.
Amuse me with your tales of victory.
They do have the only card that matters. But I can heal for a decent amount here with Mackerel.
This is a place of peace.
Definitely still very possible to die here.
He has heard our plea.
I'm dead to just a heavy plate.
Blade.
They need 1 damage, I believe.
The victory is yours.
Oh, this is a struggle. I started out winning 3 in a row, and now I've lost 5 in a row.
Uther versus Rokara.
I want to be a
Please don't have the absolute perfect curve like my last warrior opponent. Starlight Groove is actually kind of sick against Armor Warrior. Maybe I just keep it. And I was super rewarded by finding a Stoneheart King.
Ah, I see you've brought guests.
Alright, got the groove online, but well, I mean, it could still just be an Odin Warrior. Who knows?
Relax. Let's warm you up.
You are a friend to the Earthen.
Good rush here. It's probably just not that important. But I do have another dance floor. Why not? It's kind of annoying if the weapon went into the 3-2 and then they value traded and had a 3-1. Well, sucks to basically AFK a turn. Just past the turn.
I do so. I seem to have lost the
I wish I had a Fenley. Maybe I should put it in my deck. My game crashed? No, we're good.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody? wonder.
Go, explosive sheep. I do have another board clear. I kind of didn't really feel like my opponent was going to play any more into that. And I'm not going to have the mana to do a clear like that in the future because I'm going to be drawing Disciple of Amethyst here. Amethyst. You know, surely I draw my good cards eventually. And there's Odin. Unworthy. Unfortunately, Judge Unworthy is not a holy spell, but I think it's pretty hard to take 30 damage here.
Pick me! Pick me!
Die. I want to refresh my bubble, and I want that 1/1 to not be able to pop my bubble. If I need another equality, if I need an equality activator, I have Judge Unworthy.
Pick me! Pick me!
That's a big minion. Insane that I haven't found Amethyst, either of her disciples or Order in the Court. They really want to find a Wind Fury weapon here.
Armament upgrade complete.
Alright, Order in the Court. Unfortunately, there's a very good chance I'm dead here. Because I just drew absolutely horribly this game.
Suit up!
This is after you attack, you get the armor, but probably not going to matter. Yeah, I mean, drew like absolute shit. Not sure how I was supposed to win this game.
Uther versus Arana!
The Scourge are no match for me.
I will fight with honor.
Got ourselves a Demon Hunter. I don't think they got anything in the balance patch.
find a way.
I guess I don't mind playing Order in the Court here. And by don't mind, I mean I'm gonna go Stoneheart King into Disciple into Tier, and it's gonna be disgusting. That's kind of scary, but I don't think I'm ever coining Judge Unworthy into it.
You are a friend to the Earthen.
If I didn't have Tier, it would maybe be better to coin Disciple into Disciple. But Tier wants a 3-power minion.
Work now shapes life as we know it.
Might need a Consecration here. Or I guess Judge Unworthy is probably the way to do it. Unfortunate. Kind of throws off my curve. But I really don't want to be taking all that damage, and wow, what an insane card for them to hit immediately after playing Jotun. Let's forge one of these bad boys.
He has heard our plea.
That way, post tier, it actually gets all the earthen stuff. Sure, this is all fine. Although I'm kind of getting smacked here. Could play Amethyst, but none of her effects are very good. So probably just jam in tier. Sometimes I die, but I don't think it's very likely.
He has heard our plea. I will find a way.
These Jotun hits have been pretty strong.
Gifts of the arcane surge within me.
They already played one Unleash Fell, so I'm not super worried about this turn. And I think they probably would have played it first. Going down swinging does summon a 10/10 here. Which might be enough to kill them with double consecration.
Enough time.
No, I'm showing 20. Oh wait, no, Amethyst kills them. 26. Easy. Alright, nice to finally break the losing streak. It was 6 games in a row. Yikes. But now we're 4-6. 4-6 is not terrible. It's, I mean, it's not good, having a 40% win rate, but it's recoverable to a 50% pretty easily.
Uther versus
So many warriors, probably because they got like 5 buffs.
Draws nearer.
I will fight with honor.
As much as I would normally think Fizzle would be a good card against Control Warrior, they keep just playing Odin on turn 8 and killing me.
I see you've brought guests.
Pretty mediocre hand, but Service Bell helps a lot, potentially. So the dream with this hand is Service Bell hitting Stoneheart King. Okay, well, Service Bell, you can do whatever you want, buddy. Probably Tears. We will be curving.
You are a friend.
Easy Stoneheart King.
We shall lifeline statue of Amantul.
Okay, they have a Brawl. That's bad for me. And Odin. Nice. At least I actually have a curve this game. I basically was just AFK last time and eventually died.
Mother, we seek your counsel. He has heard our plea.
As long as they kill one of these Earthen golems, Tears is good next turn. This is going to force Brawl. Not really a more efficient way for me to grab it. But they probably have to whack in here, so something should live. And then I can play Amethyst to hopefully draw into Tier or more Earthen stuff.
Who shall be victorious?
Could just jam another Tears, honestly, and then the opponent just dies if they don't have Brawl number 2.
Let me think.
But if I play Amethyst first, then Tears can revive Amethyst, which is pretty sick.
I wonder.
Actually, they showed the wrong brawl. I know they have another one in hand. Right?
Must move quickly.
No, no, no. No, no. Their other Conqueror's banner card is Odin.
I will not forsake.
I don't know if this is correct. Fizzle might be good. It does get a tears.
Our gift of
Also with this line of play, I get to tears going into turn 8, which means even if they have the brawl, they have to delay Odin by a turn, which is kind of nice. Service spell. I think I just want to fizzle this tears.
be reborn in my image.
He has heard of
Alright,
me.
hell of a board.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
No brawl. So this should just be a win, right? I mean, I guess I'm not showing that much damage. 32 to my opponent's 29. With Consecration, I'm 5 over, but it's pretty easy for them to heal for 5. And there's the 5.
Fleeting.
That didn't seem like the right order to play those final 2 cards, but they are alive. Service Bell can hit Consecration, which would be lethal. Only 3 out of 8 to hit the lethal, I think. Kind of want to consecrate the 2/2 anyway. Unlucky. I already have a Judge Unworthy. If I take Flash of Light, I guess I don't mind playing a Stoneheart King here.
He has heard our plea.
This board should be extremely hard to deal with, and then even if they do, I have another Disciple in hand, which summons an 18/18. I have a Tear in deck. I have Snapshot into Tears. And they also have to heal to not just die to Consecration. 1 armor. Alright, nice. Feels good after the series of beatings the previous warriors gave to me.
Uther versus Sky.
I actually wouldn't mind going up against a Blood Death Knight just to see if my deck can hang. I feel like Fizzle's a pretty nasty card against Blood, but probably not a mulligan keep. Okay, it is Blood. So the game plan here is going to be hope that Fizzle doesn't get patchworked. Also, like, Tier getting patchworked would probably be bad. Let's just draw all the big shit.
The citadel stands strong.
So at this rate, I guess if I want to guarantee having a Disciple to coin out next turn, I would need to play Flash of Light here. And coin Disciple into Disciple seems pretty good.
The more you struggle, the better.
Mother, we seek your counsel. She has heard our plea.
So I do obviously, after playing Order in the Court, have Tier and Tiers, Tiers, and Tiers, Tiers. So if Fizzle is one of the top 3s in my deck, then it's pretty likely I could snapshot all of that, maybe even Amethyst as well. But I do play 6 3-mana cards, and I have to get through 4 4-mana cards to get there. So not sure how likely it'll be that I can fizzle all of this stuff. Can draw cards with Amethyst. That can definitely help. But if she draws, like, Pyromancers, those aren't very useful. Can also maybe use Service Bell to get Consecration out of the way. I think we're just doing this. I don't know if that attack actually made much sense. But I'm assuming that I will win the super late game. So I don't mind making an attack like that. Prison. Wow, Divine Toll is scary. Might have to shrink that with Amethyst. That can go face, which is... Oh, they shuffle my deck here. Which may or may not be a good thing. Oh, this sucks. How did they end up with such a big minion?
I will not forsake you. Cease your quarrel at once.
It's definitely possible that they can't kill my Titan here. But they could also just play Obliterate and kill it with one card, or Patchwork. Oh, and Patchwork might hit Tier? Okay, it didn't hit Tier. Pyromancer would have normally been a good hit for me, but I'm actually under a lot of pressure, so a Pyro Mackie roll combination would have been nice. I think I need 2 tears. Is this drawing cards?
Be reborn in my image.
I definitely could be dead here. But I think it's pretty hard for them to have... I guess literally all they had to do was have that, huh? Yeah, I should have gone Mackerel instead of Starlight Groove. I mean, I got, like, pretty unlucky this game. But I feel like that game should have been way closer. No, I mean, I just got fucked by Divine Toll off Prison of Yogg. The Prison of Yogg was just insane. I don't think I need to worry too much about that. It's just the play, my last turn play was really dumb. Alright, give me a Control Priest.
Give me strength.
I will fight with honor.
I think Service Bell is fine against Control Priest. Looks pretty dumb against Aggro Priest, but surely no one would be playing Aggro Priest, right? Not start of game Priest. Just Thief Priest, maybe? Could be annoying. I don't think it would ever be a Nixia. They should probably assume I'm an aggressive deck.
I wonder.
I don't know if that really affects the decision, though. These are both decent choices.
I must move quickly.
Alright, cool.
+1.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Could play Order in the Court here. I think the dance floor is nice, though. I can already find Amethyst so easily with Order in the Court. I'll just take the one that pulls 2 cards out of my deck. That was a pretty bad service spell, I would say.
They need our care. Now more than ever.
Toys are much more fun than brains.
Well, I don't really know what just happened this turn.
wonder.
I guess I'm sticking to the plan.
To the Earthen.
Put you in a drought.
I've got this judge unworthy, so I'm not too worried about all these random 1/1s because they can just die. Oh, it's a The Stars Align deck. Definitely not a high roll. When it's showing 13, I'm at 16.
Let me think.
We seek your counsel.
There's probably a decent chance I'm dead here, but I have to do something that can maybe win the game eventually. Alright, well, the Stars Align has been disgusting so far. I can judge unworthy plus explosive sheep. Which would kill these, leave the opponent with 6 in play, so I would be dead.
Hmm.
Well, this sucks. I guess I do get to kill this 1/1. So they're 1-off lethal. I was gonna have to coin a Holy Mackie roll, but not quite. If I can just draw Wild Pyromancer, I can still be so in this game.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Not very likely to find damage from my deck. Okay. Opponent's showing 21. I can heal for not even close to that. Don't know how this could save me. 1 mana off from Equality Judge.
The victory.
I just lose. This deck is really struggling. Maybe Cold Feet has been the answer all along. Just gotta try to stop them from playing the game.
Lunara! A new song begins.
I will fight with honor.
A couple well-timed equality clears should make this matchup not too bad.
The rhythm greets you.
Justice demands retribution.
So this does put my equalities toward the bottom of the deck, but I can maybe serve a spell. Do I just take Stoneheart King for next turn? I guess so. Guaranteed to have Disciple for turn 5 with this curve. So it looks like just a classic tier on 6 blowout. Or maybe I'm the one who gets blown out. We'll see.
You are a friend to the Earthen.
All it takes is love, care, and death.
I will put you in the ground.
We seek your counsel. He has heard our
Not sure if they'll actually kill my 4/5 here. They can probably just go face. Oh, okay. So I'm definitely getting drum circled next turn. I'm getting drum circled. Maybe this isn't too bad.
mother. We seek your
Because they can make a big board, but then I can just play Amethyst to make everything a 2/2. I guess the Plot of Sin did give them an extra minion. It's just gotta be Amethyst, right?
I will not forsake
This one.
Cease your quarrel at once.
He has heard our plea. He has heard our plea.
If they have somehow randomly generated an Incarceration, I could lose here. Maybe I think they could have randomly generated a Hex, maybe, or a Primordial Wave. No, Primordial Wave wouldn't have been able to push to lethal. Base. They need one more playable. Yeah, Cultivation does it. Nice. They didn't realize how Amethyst worked, but it's okay because it's still lethal.
Time goes short.
Glad to know my opponent can win the game without reading my cards. Oh, Earthen Paladin. You're so bad.
Uther versus Medivh.
Let the games begin. I will fight with honor.
4-5.
Reality woven. Bask in my radiance. That was folly.
They forgot to attack me for one last turn. Don't think it'll matter, but it might. Oh. Didn't want a free 2-2 here.
You are a friend to the Earthen.
Die. Sucks to not play Disciple on turn 5, but I can't just be taking damage like that. I'm just so traumatized by getting beat down against every opponent. I don't want to let the mage's minions hit me for 8 damage. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do against that card. I guess I'm just playing Disciple of Amatus here.
Mother, we seek your
Oh wow, that card is annoying.
He has heard our plea.
Unravel the secrets lost to time. The victory.
Cool. Couldn't answer one card, so I just died. Well, my win rate has really collapsed in the last few games. I was bringing it back to even, then just lost 4 in a row. Really sucks, because most of them were pretty winnable. I just kind of got the bad end of things.
Uther versus Garrosh.
Been playing against so much warrior. I wish they would go away.
With honor.
I kind of like Order in the Court against Slow Warrior. And I like Starlight Groove against Odin.
Ah, I see you've brought guests. I must choose.
Don't need to play Cold Feet against Warrior. So I'm drawing 2 more cards before turn 5. It's most likely that I will find a Disciple of Amatus before then, but not guaranteed. I think it's a 1 in 6 to miss. What a whack. Alright, well, we're partway to the 1 in 6.
Do you have this in a bigger size? Do you have this in a bigger size?
Well, we hit the 1 in 6. Love to see it.
I will put you in the ground.
I think it makes sense to delay for the Disciple, though. Tier just gets so much better when it hits an extra Earthen generator. And with this, I can go Disciple next turn, Amethyst on 7, and then maybe Tears, getting Amethyst back instead of Tier, which is good.
Mother, we seek your counsel. He has heard our plea.
That's a bit scary. 12 damage from the opponent.
I will not forsake.
I think Amethyst is quite fine here.
Cease your quarrel at
Take the
once.
defensive option. I guess I can go Pyromancer plus Tears. Does kill a few things, even though it damages my board a bit. But I don't think damaging my board really matters much. This buffs my other minions, right? Yeah, it doesn't buff itself. That's fine. I like my minions. They have stats and are in play.
That was an error.
Maybe should have popped the death rattle. Oh, but never punished because the death rattle is what lived. How convenient.
I must choose.
That was an interesting choice. I think this time... Yeah, Amethyst probably draws 2, because she hits Fizzle. Which I might actually need.
Be reborn in my image.
Alright, so Fizzle hits Tear and one of each of these. Did not get to hit Tears, unfortunately. But I've already seen one Brawl. They kind of have to Brawl this board, and then they kind of have to Brawl my Tear board. So I probably won't even need the snapshot. But it's there. Okay, there's Brawl number 3, maybe. I hate that that last shot went face, because every other target was just so irrelevant. Okay, I'm still showing 32 damage. Okay, I'm still showing 20 damage. Have they even played another riff? I guess they played a bridge riff.
I must choose.
This is actually a pretty good turn for the opponent, unfortunately.
You are a friend to the Earthen. I will put you in the ground.
I can actually hero power at this point, right? Because Tyr doesn't care about recruit.
Reporting for duty. To battle.
I will put you in the ground.
Not sure it was a great idea to pop both of my death rattles here. But if they brawl, I've got Tyr. Okay, there's my snapshot. Does it has 6 cards, so I can just play it here. Not playing snapshot though, because I'm doing this.
He has heard our plea.
2020. I'm showing 70 damage. But that's a problem Prison of Yogg-Saron can fix. Or not. I'm still showing 70 damage.
What story will you give my world? I must choose.
4 mana to not take 70. Well, I guess they're allowed to take 41. Respectable effort.
Uther versus Kurtrus.
They're in my way. I will fight with honor.
I did play this matchup once before. Trying to remember how it went. I have Order in the Court for all my big stuff, so maybe I keep Pyromancer in case it's an aggressive deck. I did win this matchup last time. Oh, it is an aggro deck. That's scary. Not sure if I want to play Order in the Court. I'd have the 5 for turn 5, but is that really that good?
I wonder.
Let's try just being Control Paladin this game. I'll even use my hero power, disregarding Tears.
Is it safe to feed?
No outcast minions for you. And then I can judge this to be unworthy next turn. Alright, not bad for my judge unworthy. And then I got my 5-drop without needing to play Order in the Court. Nice.
Is it safe to feed?
Who's hiding now? Who's hiding now?
hiding now?
Okay. What a normal set of cards for my opponent to have this turn.
If three rights make a left.
Mother,
Go, Disciple of Amatus.
he has heard our plea.
Hopefully I can pick up something that lets Pyromancer actually kill this Wretched Exile, although they didn't seem too happy to use it this turn. Quality. Very good draw. And then we have Amatus next turn, which probably draws 2. But I don't know, if they play a couple of Vengeful Wallopers, maybe she shrinks them.
Anyone order a ghoul to the face? Anyone order a ghoul to the face?
Out of the kiln.
I will not forsake you. Cease your quarrel at once.
Amatus could live here. It's possible. She will not be living.
I'll never stop searching.
It is our time to step out of the shadows.
That last 1/1 attack didn't make much sense, did it? Tear doesn't do anything. But this can give me Tears, which does something. Or I can whiff and be dead.
The victory is
Nice. Second game, I've lost to bad 5-drop RNG. Oh, I just don't know what to do. How do I make the deck not suck? Because at present, it does suck. That's for sure. Maybe Hammer of Wrath is a good card. Maybe this is a rare Tar Creeper deck. I think Armor Vendor is probably just the way to go, though.
Uther versus Anhilda.
So much warrior.
I will fight with honor.
I don't think I need Dance Floor against warrior. Love Order in the Court in this matchup.
Rock is eternal.
Well met.
I've also got Fizzle pretty early on, which should be great in this matchup. Although, honestly, I don't know if we need it. Could be a good turn 5 if I draw a double tears instead of a Disciple. And there's the Disciple. Maybe play this on turn 6 if they don't kill all my stuff for tier. Well, I want to copy tier, so I probably play this on turn 6 anyway.
Mother, we seek your counsel. She has heard our
And the Earthening begins. Good Bellowing Flames.
mother. We seek your counsel.
Definitely want Fizzle to be hitting double tiers. Wow, insane spread. But it's okay, because I don't think my opponent can win this game. Do I play Amethyst here? I don't really know if it even does anything. Let's just do this. Did I allow them to coin Odin unnecessarily?
Amuse me with your tales of victory.
Alright, I'm showing 34. Should be pretty hard for my opponent to gain 34 armor to kill me here. Alright. Well, now we're showing 58. So you got another brawl? Even if you do have another brawl, I've got bad news for you. Because I've got another Tears. Easy. Where are we at on the win rate? Eight and 12. Yuck. I'll just win 4 in a row and be done with it. Okay, I think Control Priest is definitely a winnable matchup. Although the last Priest I played against was not Control, which was kind of odd. Thought about keeping Starlight Groove, but I don't think it's that good against aggro. Armor Vendor is good against aggro, but I'm not expecting it to be aggro. So I played against some pile of garbage Stars Align deck earlier. And this opponent is not playing Runethal or Benedictus. But I don't think the deck I played against earlier... I don't think it would be playing Illuminate, so I'm not really sure what's up. But I do know I'm going to coin Stoneheart King into Stoneheart King. Heartthrob makes sense. Do I coin Judge Unworthy to kill it? I really don't want them to have the new spell that heals for 8. And then they get an 8-drop that I have to Judge Unworthy anyway. Kinda weak, but, oh, apparently it wasn't weak. Sick play by me.
Earthen versus Humble! Death is nature's way. I will fight with honor.
I think I'm down to keep Consecration against the Treant deck. Man, if I can just hit Stoneheart King, my hand is perfect. Oh, this deck is aggressive. Found another Consecration, though, which is really, really good. Consecration into coin Amethyst with the dance floor can be good. Hmm. This opener from the opponent is so hard to deal with.
I wonder.
Alright, Consecration number 2 is really good. And the Pyromancer is beautiful. It's just Pyro Coin Consecration, or maybe... Oh, it can be Pyro Coin Mackerel?
I wonder.
Like to play with fire?
If I heal Pyro again, I can rush it into the 2/2. Okay. I am only at 9 though, so I'm not in a great spot. Love to see a hero power. Okay. This might suggest that my opponent's holding a drum circle, which could be a real bummer. But on its own, drum circle's not that scary.
That will be balanced out eventually.
Tear and Tears don't do anything.
I wonder.
This is a place of peace.
Tear is a 4/5. My board's going to deal 10, 14, 16 next turn. No, Amethyst for burst. Maybe I just play Tear.
I wonder.
14 plus 8.
By honor eternal,
6 mana Chillwind Yeti.
Heard our plea.
I don't think this Druid is doing 7 from hand.
time for the finishing touch.
Cultivation is expected, and my opponent's dead.
I yield.
Wow, I can't believe I won this game. The early turns were so brutal. Okay, I think we're only -2 now. I just need to win 2 in a row. That's easy. Do you know how many times I've won 2 games in a row? It literally just happened.
Uther versus Anduin. The light shall bring
Give me a control priest. I've played against some wacky priests, had some wacky games. But I just want it to be control priest this time. And I want to play Stoneheart King on turn 4. And Dance Floor on turn 2. Oh, it's Aggro Priest. You're not cool. No one likes you.
And close enough.
Well, I do have a quality Judge Unworthy, which is pretty expensive if I want to play it together. But I can do it over a couple turns maybe, although this looks pretty annoying.
Quickly.
Is this worth it? I don't know. But I'm gonna kill the arms dealer.
You are a friend.
My opponent's board just does such a ridiculous amount of damage. But I think if I can find a Pyro or an Equality, I can win this game still. God, I just guaranteed take 9 damage from these fucking minions. But if I Judge Unworthy, and then what? Trade, rush, hammer. If my opponent has a bad turn, maybe Flash of Light plus Hammer of Wrath can stabilize a little bit. I don't think it's that easy to die here. For Mindseer to be good, they'd have to have a target for it. They could just have another Rotting Necromancer. Oh, Undying Allies, how fun. Well, can't kill the minion, because I'll die killing my opponent's minion. Okay, we found Mackerel. I think if I can find a Pyro, maybe this Mackerel's good.
And close enough.
You are the shadow's puppet.
There's the Pyro.
Do you like to play with fire?
Okay, now just give me the other Mackie roll. You know what? I would even settle for Flash of Light into the Mackie roll. That would be acceptable.
Reverberations in the void.
You are the
They really drew all 4 of these fucking kill my board and you die cards? Jesus Christ. And yeah, I fucking die because you can't interact with this deck. So fucking cool. I took 18 damage from death rattles of my opponent's minions that game. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do to win that game? It's just a poorly designed deck and game.
Uther versus Anhilda.
Warrior, the matchup that's propping up my win rate. Love to see it.
I will fight with honor.
I like Starlight Groove so I don't just randomly die to Odin. Let's draw all the good big shit. Get the groove going.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
I guess I don't mind hammering that. But maybe it's better to get the dance floor down. Hopefully I draw Amethyst next turn. If I whiff, then playing the Hammer of Wrath is fine, I guess. Maybe I should have hammered to guarantee the Amethyst for next turn. That seems better in hindsight.
Let's warm you up.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
So many minions. I'll still just play this. I think going for a Pyro clear was like quite reasonable. But I do have to actually get Amethyst, the Disciple of Amethyst, down at some point. Okay, this might be the Pyro Mackie roll turn.
Like to play with fire?
I think having the minion down's pretty good. Casting another Mackie roll threatens a discount on a Light Ray, hypothetically. Not that I play Light Ray.
Let's warm you up.
This is becoming a bit of an issue. But not a big enough issue for me to really care, I think.
Be reborn in my image.
If these things all attack in and go down to 1 health, I am 2/3 of the time drawing Judge Unworthy next turn. And I can always hit it if I Hammer of Wrath.
You are a friend to the earth.
Alright. So the Tears next turn should get all 4 targets, which is beautiful.
Amuse me with your tales of victory.
Hate to see Odin. Starlight Groove does help, but... Oh, Tears is a holy spell. So yeah, Starlight Groove definitely helps. Let's Judge Unworthy this, perhaps. We could play Disciple. I don't think it's easy for them to deal with this Divine Shield. I don't even know how they could possibly deal with it before smacking. Bash, I guess. I don't feel like I've seen too many bashes, though. Oh, something just went face. It is a bash. But it's only pushing 11? I say like that's not a bunch. Amethyst... Amethyst can draw Fizzle, which is pretty good with this hand. Let's draw Fizzle.
Be reborn in my image.
Lightly used armor.
Alright, let's see if they have another bash.
Out, please.
And a way to get through Amethyst, but that shouldn't be too hard. Oh, I didn't get an Earthen there because I played the armor vendor. Maybe that was dumb. Good thing I have dance floor to deal with this. Snapshot. So what do I want to do? I think let's just go tier plus this guy. We'll save tiers for when I actually need a holy spell.
You are a friend to the I will put you in the ground. I will put you in the ground.
He has heard our plea.
Showing 68 damage. And the craftsman's hammer being gone makes it so much more difficult for them to have 17 in the turn, even with the bash. The hammer was showing, what, 7 damage? 7's a lot. Okay, they want a Wind Fury weapon off that, maybe? Assuming they can stabilize at all. Can they get... No, there's no way they could get, like, Poisonous, Adjacent, and Wind Fury. Immune, draw... You're looking dead. Nice. That was one of the sketchier warrior games, but we got there. And I do think the Starlight Groove was super good, so... So I'm very smart for keeping it, basically. Okay, I just need to win 2 in a row, and then I can stop playing the shitty deck.
Uther versus Malfurion.
I think Druid should be a good matchup for me.
Power of the wild world. I will fight with honor.
I'll toss the Hammer of Wrath. I think it was kind of okay. It sort of seems like there's always going to be a target for it. But I might be better off just having, like a dance floor I could set up on turn 2. Or just drawing for a consecration for that turn. I'm so tempted to cast Equality here, but I don't think it's correct. Hero powers are bad for tiers, but I'm not worried about that in this matchup. I'm mostly just control Paladin. Okay, that does push damage.
Reporting for duty.
These 1/1s can be really good with Judge Unworthy, depending on what the opponent does. Alright, Judge Unworthy is not incredible here, but it is playable. Unfortunately, my hand is just terrible. So, at the moment, I don't really have an answer to a drum circle on turn 7. But I guess it's not too hard to find something that can answer it when I already have the equality.
You are a friend to the Earthen.
If these both die, I'm pretty happy to play Tyr next turn, but I don't expect this to die.
We all exist in harmony.
Okay. I need to find the answer to drum circle. Fizzle is not it, in case you were wondering.
I will put you in the ground. Let me think. Reporting for duty.
I have 5 cards that activate equality. I just have to draw one of them. Maybe Amethyst would be fine as well. Maybe with Amethyst in mind, I should have macro rolled for 6 health here. Are we not playing Drum Circle? They must have hit double cultivation off Flower Child, which isn't really much better for me. This turn was probably worse for me, actually.
I wonder.
You could have been good here, Amethyst. Not sure why you decided to show up so goddamn late. So my opponent's gonna play double cultivation next turn. I'm just taking 22 damage. There's nothing I can do.
I wonder.
Maybe they won't be able to hero power with it. But I don't see how they could possibly not have enough treants to play both Pulse of Hero Power. The Hero Power does push 6 damage, so it's kind of a big deal here. Oh? Okay, maybe Amethyst can stabilize. They had a drum circle last turn? What? Okay. I mean, I just can't draw a fucking equality activator to save my goddamn life. Now I have to win 3 games in a row.
Uther versus Nazar.
I don't think I've played against a single Warlock. Yeah, Warlock is the only class I haven't played against yet.
I will fight with honor.
How do I beat Warlock? Do I just play Order in the Court on turn 2? Is that good? I think that's fine.
I see you brought
Renathal Warlock. I can't really imagine this is a matchup where I'm going to need the Fizzle. But I do have it, and it's going to be big. Probably just Fizzle next turn, regardless of which 5 I draw into. But Tears would be preferable.
Thank you.
Okay, well that one was less of a thank you. A Stoneheart King and an Armor Vendor.
Be reborn in my image.
Alright, let's just play the minions. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with Fizzle. It might just be Disciple into Disciple. And then I don't really know what turn 7 is, but turn 8 could be like Fizzle plus a Tears. I guess turn 7 would be the Fizzle with double Forge, probably. That's just the buff and the shrink. Yeah, neither of those seemed good. They could have buffed their Dirty Rat, right? I guess it didn't matter.
Mother, we seek your counsel. He has heard our plea.
Kinda seems like my 4-5 is living. Is that really the play you wanted to make?
Mother, we seek your counsel.
Okay. I'll take a free 10-10.
He has heard our plea.
The whispers. I can't resist.
What an impressive amount of stats on turn 6, my opponent on turn 7. Oh, a 5-3? Wow. That's really cool. Wait, my 4-5 is still alive. No, it makes it 12-12. Unfortunately, they did Dirty Rat out my tier. So tier can be hit by tiers. But even if I hit that, the tiers should be pretty strong. Looks like we did hit Amethyst, and we missed tier. Great. So this can draw 2, which is Pyromancers and Armor Vendor. I don't think buffing really does much. And getting some garbage out of my deck just makes it more likely I can find the snapshot. So I think it's fine. Okay, would you like to play another Twisting Nether and then get hit for 18? Because that is an option. Nice. Okay. I'm playing 2 more games. If I lose one, I'm out. But if I win both, 50% win rate. Love to see it. Okay, give me Control Priest. I've been playing against a bunch of whack Priest decks. I think my deck farms Control Priest. Just give me the matchup. Just give me Control Priest. That's all I ask. It's another whack Priest. This is probably going to be an Overheal Priest. So I'm going to favor Dance Floor over Order in the Court. Maybe this is just Control Priest. But at least now I have Judge Unworthy if they play Heartthrob. Hopefully I hit Disciple for next turn. Gonna be a slow game if I hit another Tears. Do you have hand space for this? Gonna have to coin something, I guess. Beautiful.
We seek your counsel. He has heard our plea.
They probably don't mind overdrawing the fan club, but I'm happy for the psychological damage of the overdraw.
quickly.
Was the psychological damage of overdrawing a fan club too much?
It's the place of peace. He has heard our plea.
I will not forsake.
Can push some damage with Amy here.
Open your mind.
It's the place of peace. He has heard our plea.
Amanthul. Alright, a win's a win. You could say the Control Priest knew they had no chance once they saw I was an Earthen deck. You could say they whiffed on 2 creation protocols and just gave up. You could say a lot of things. But what I'm going to say is I won that game. So let's win one more and pull it up to 50%, baby! Pull it up to 50%, baby! Give me a Blood DK. That game I lost to that Blood DK earlier was a frickin' scam.
Uther versus
Paladin's probably a disastrous matchup for me.
This to be our entertainment.
I will fight with honor.
I don't think this is an Order in the Court matchup, although I don't know what this... Actually, I didn't even consider that this is probably the mirror. Order in the Court's probably the best card in the mirror. Okay, my opponent's just a freaking lame-o. I do have Pyro Equality, I've got a nice dance floor. Hammer of Wrath is a pretty decent standalone card. Feeling okay about this game at the moment.
Break it, you buy it.
Mount up.
I think I hammer that 3-4 for sure.
Break it, you buy it.
Well, maybe not for sure, since I do have Pyro Equality.
Who here can spell?
School teacher. Did not see that coming. The Starlight Groove immediately heals for 2, and it should continue healing in the future. I think it's fine to coin it out here. And then it looks like next turn is usually going to be Pyro Equality. If they just do nothing, maybe I can just play a Disciple of Amethyst next turn.
Pick me, pick me.
Oh boy, another Divine Shield. That's my favorite kind of shield. Yeah, I think I'm fucked here. I just can't beat Divine Shield.
Reporting for duty.
Well, I don't know. This heals me for another 2.
Reporting for duty.
That pushes 5. Nothing in my hand does anything. Alright.
The victory is yours.
Alright, we couldn't win 50% of our games. There's just too much fucking aggro, and this deck sucks so much against aggro. This version of the deck went 6 and 3. Can I put that in the thumbnail?